Shush, be quiet. Hello and welcome back to Two Blokes from Blighty. My name is Joey Fitz and I'm joined by the Grandmaster Flash Tim.
Hello. I've still got a little bit of a cough, but it's getting better.
Oh, I'm Tim. Back again.
I'm
I've got a
still
cough.
sick.
Oh no. Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Tim, tell me about your day. How's your day been?
Quiet at work. I mean, my week this week has both been very boring and very tiring at work. It has been at times very busy in what I do, and at times there has been 6/10 of naffle.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
in between that, there has been meetings every single day with different process changes and different things they need me to roll out, essentially. But I'm making significant progress on my course. I'm making projects. I'm doing stuff. So
Do you
I'm.
want to swap?
What's going on?
Do you know how many hours of meetings I had today?
How many?
5.
I love a meeting though.
5 hours every day?
I would take 5 hours of meetings every day.
That's generally quite a quiet day.
I would love that actually.
I don't know that you would. There's no time to get anything done. That's how I end up working at 1 in the morning.
Bruh. Fuck that.
Bruh.
Noise.
But I had toil for it, which is nice.
We do love toil.
We do love toil.
I actually
Tim,
have some toil owed back to me.
Ooh, how much?
In like an hour or so, I think.
I had 3 full days worth of toil.
Oh.
Hmm.
Not cool.
Sorry. Bad podcast etiquette. I'm eating a cheesecake.
He is eating a cheesecake. It does look very good.
Not an entire cheesecake, just a slice.
He's holding it like a guy delivering wine.
How's a guy delivering wine hold his cheesecake?
Like that.
Tim,
Like
you've worked as a waiter.
Yeah.
You have been a silver service waiter. Did you ever deliver wine to a table like that?
I went to the table and went, hi.
Hey, here's wine.
Here's your wine.
And then you just got it out of your pocket.
Yeah, whipped out of the back pocket. No bottle, just liquid.
Good. Tim, what's happened? What's new? What's fun since last time we spoke?
A lot of positive news in US politics for once this week. That's nice.
Is this what we are, a politics show?
No, but it's nice to see, considering the dystopian hellscape that is the US politics space right now.
What is positive?
So New York elected elected a Democrat mayor, which is nice, considering that New York's an economic stronghold of the US. It's also New York's first ever Muslim mayor. Virginia elected its first ever female governor, which is
Democrat, Republican?
Democrat.
Nice.
They also overturned, I think, like 30 Republican seats in Virginia, which is awesome. New Jersey, I think, also I read today, had a Democrat mayoral lead, which is good.
We've won. Forget about it.
Forget about it. I'm electing here.
I'm mayor in here.
Gavin Newsom, governor for California, but managed to get Proposition 50 passed. So, like, it's all good stuff.
What's Prop 50?
Prop 50 allows them to essentially re-gerrymander lines in California voting districts to make it more... I'm going to use the word more fair. There's definitely going to be some sort of bias towards it, but there's been enough gerrymandering on the Republican side of things that it's about time the Democrats did some.
Gerrymandering is a fucking bizarre concept.
I watched a video on it like not too long ago, like basically just like I've known what it is for a very long time, but like seeing it in actual application is insane. The amount of detail that people have to go into to draw things almost house by house for the voting borders.
It's so clearly done to favour the people that are currently in power. It's just bonkers.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
That's fun.
That's good.
What else? What else have I read? I read that the world masturbation record for men has been beaten today.
Has it been beaten?
Beaten. 9 hours, 58 minutes, apparently.
9 hours? That's like 9 hours, 57 minutes longer than my record.
I mean, that's a pretty good attempt for a start. But when I got shown this article, I was like, that raises a lot of questions. Like, if he was going flat out, there's either a problem or he's got unreal stamina. Yeah. Secondly, what's appropriate pace for a world record wank?
I like to think he's got coaches running him going, calm down, calm down.
You need to slow off the
Yeah,
corners.
yep. Slow off the corners.
Speaking of corners, after
Where the
after
hell
your
is this going?
after your little pondering last week about whether you break into corners or not, or whether you
Okay.
should, I was thinking about it the entire way to and from my office today, and
Right.
I also break into the corners.
So you brake while you're turning.
Yeah,
Terrible at go-karting, Tim.
I know. I'd spin several times.
Absolutely terrible. Tim, I remember. So
I remember.
as I remember last Wednesday when we were talking. And for the listener, last Wednesday I refer to as for you, for Tim and I is today. So we're
Yeah.
recording on Wednesday the 5th. So if you hear explosions, don't panic. It is just bonfire
Yeah.
night. But I said in the preamble of this part of last week's episode, I watched the worst piece of media I think I've ever seen.
Oh yes,
And I
this
said,
was Son of a Donkey, isn't it?
yeah, I said, don't worry, I'll talk about that in a minute.
And then we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Tim,
Yeah.
did you watch any of Son of a Donkey?
No, I haven't yet.
Did you see the trailer?
No.
Okay. I mean, don't watch it unless you really hate yourself, because it's not even that kind of so bad it's good comedy. It's
Right.
just straight up bad. The initial first couple of minutes are quite funny, and then everything after that is absolutely terrible.
What's the premise? What's the hook of the show?
The story is there's a bloke, he's a bit of a miscreant in Australia.
A miscreant.
He has a souped up car, so he has got this old banger that he's made into a bit of a racer, and he bloody loves this car.
Mm.
And he gets in a bit of a heated road rage thing with this guy who has a Mustang, and whilst trying to take his place back and catch up to this Mustang, he runs a red light and he gets a ticket. So he gets a ticket flash, and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna fuck him up. So he finds the guy with the Mustang, beats the shit out of him, and drives his car in and out of the red light so he gets loads of tickets on his car.
Right.
The whole thing is about him having to pay the fine. All of his fines collected on his car. He owes $4,000 to the Australian government.
This is Mustang Man.
No, this is souped up car.
Right. So they
the miscreant.
So have they worked out that he was driving the Mustang? I
don't know yet. I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I watched episode 1. That was all about his own fines.
Sure.
But so that was quite a funny premise because of the way he was doing it. He was like punching the guy and driving in the Mustang, and the owner of the Mustang was in the passenger seat. Every time they went to go through the red light, he pulled his face in front of the thing so it looked like his face driving.
Right.
It was quite funny. Right. If it was like that, fine. You then cut to the next day where the miscreant, can't remember his name, I'm going to call him the miscreant.
Mr. Creant.
Exactly. Mr. Creant is sleeping. His mum is in the kitchen. His mum is played by the same guy that plays the Mr. Creant.
Oh, okay.
But you know that kind of brand of what was it? What was the app before? Like, you know, Vine humor where someone puts a tea towel on their head.
Yeah.
It's that kind of. Oh my god, I'm a woman. Isn't that funny?
I'm a mother now.
I'm a man playing a woman. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. But it's that. But also they're immigrants to Australia. I can't quite work out where they were meant to be from, but it gave me vibes of like a bad impression of Borat.
Right. Okay.
So there's all that
generic Eastern Europe.
Exactly. They're going, oh my god, I can't believe that you're in a terrible Eastern European accent, which I'm not willing to do because I have more sense of that. But oh my god, you're such a bad son. Oh, why don't you get a job? And he goes, oh my god, don't say the J word, mum. Blah 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 blah. And while this is happening, Miscreant's dad drives up to the post box to go and get the letters, which is a joke, and then drives round the back of the house in this old banged up lorry.
Okay.
And then he gets things out, and it turns out that it's boxes of food that he's found in the dump. and the mum's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you've got food in the dump again. It's not good." And the man is eating vegetables from the dump and going, "The food from the dump is fine, ma 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 ma." And this is like 10 minutes into the episode.
It doesn't sound very eventful.
Well, eventually, so skipping well ahead, Miscreant and his mate have gone off, and they're trying to get their jobs back at like a burger place. But it turns out that they're like super geniuses when it comes to what makes burgers good.
Right.
In terms of like, oh, you've replaced this chemical with this chemical in the burger, and now the burger doesn't have that gooey, meaty feel, and it tastes bad, and sales are down because of this. And they're like idiots, but they have this really good knowledge because they care a lot about the burgers.
Right.
While this is going on, the mum and the dad have had an argument, and the mum has moved out. But in order to get back at the dad, the only way she knows how, because he said her cooking was horrible, she took all the food with her. And
Okay.
the only thing she left is a carton of something in the fridge. And this is the epitome of how bad this show was. The dad went to the carton of something in the fridge, and it said on the side, donkey milk. And then he opened it and poured it, and it was obviously gone off because it was all sludgy, and he drank it anyway. And then he goes to the dump and eats more food that he finds there and ends up in hospital. You don't want to watch that?
I don't know what to do with any of the information you've just poured on my lap for the last 10 minutes.
Well, it's bad, right? It's really bad. This was number 3 trending in the UK when I watched it.
Are we all right?
Well, no, but it's so bad.
I mean, it sounds fucking dreadful.
When was the last time you watched something and you were genuinely offended at the time it took away from your life to pay attention to it?
How many seasons of The Fanatic did we do?
2, but you loved The Fanatic, really.
I enjoyed it as a project. I did not enjoy the Catwoman movie.
Well, I mean, if you enjoyed it as a project, then you can't have been offended that it took time away from your life. Alex might be offended that it took time away from his life.
Sorry, Alex. Alex, when you're not editing this, can you reverse one of the audio channels, please?
You used to match shit like that all the time for Alex.
Yeah, it was to keep him entertained.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it kept him entertained. Your mate helping you out doing an edit, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, just reverse this audio channel. Yeah, make this sound like it's coming from the left side of your ear and flying around to the right.
It's good editing practice.
Alex, can you write in our Discord and let us know whether you feel that was good editing and practice, or was it just fucking annoying?
He's learned a lot.
He probably has learned a lot.
You see?
Whether he's retained anything he's learned or enjoyed the process of learning it is another question entirely, Tim.
He learned a lot. You're welcome.
I don't know how I feel about that. Good. Tim, what else has happened that was fun? I mean, I only spoke to you on
Monday.
Was it Monday? Fucking hell. 2 days ago.
2 days. I watched a new South Park episode. That one was pretty good if you haven't seen it.
I watched a new South Park episode. It's very
pretty fucking good.
Is it the one where is she the Speaker of the House keeps getting shit on her nose?
It's not the Speaker of the... Is it... Pam Bondi's not the Speaker of the House?
I don't know. I stay so far away from US. This is US politics heavy, and I wish it wasn't.
Pam Bondi. What does she do?
It's probably Fox News.
She's an American attorney, lobbyist, and politician who... Oh, she's the Attorney General.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But every time she talks to the president, she gets more and more shit on her nose, and they're like, "Oh my god, what was that?"
It's rectoplasm.
It's very good. It's very funny.
Yeah, it's a good episode. What else?
Why did they cut season 27 so short?
What happened in season 27?
Well, the start of this Donald Trump tiny penis shagging Satan baby thing.
That's 28, right?
No, that's 27. Oh. So they did 5 episodes of season 27, and then they cut, and the last 2 episodes have been season 28.
Maybe they've had to revise strategy, because obviously they had to pull the Charlie Kirk episode.
Did they have a Charlie Kirk episode?
They had an episode where Cartman was meant to be Charlie Kirk.
That's not been pulled. That's still out there.
Well, Comedy Central pulled it. I know that much.
I mean, it's still available on the high seas.
Yeah, everything's available on the high seas. But They pulled that because obviously they aired the episode and he got shot a week later. So
He did say how much he enjoyed it, though.
he said he enjoyed it, and I'm just assuming it was like a network knee jerk reaction.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you know what we never spoke about when it happened?
What's that?
You know the funeral for Charlie Kirk?
Yeah,
Why was there so many pyrotechnics?
went out
Did
with
you
a
see
bang.
any of it? Did you
No.
see any? Well, let's not make any jokes there, Tim. Did you see any of it?
No.
I've seen people making comparisons between his wife. His wife came up and made a speech, but they did loads of pyrotechnics, and it looked like Dave Bautista from WWE was coming out.
For fuck's sake.
Like, I'm not going to take the piss out of Charlie Kirk dying. I think anyone getting killed is absolutely terrible.
No, of course.
I don't agree with the man's ideologies, but he
He
was a
didn't deserve to be
human being. Didn't deserve to be shot.
No.
The way his wife has milked it since is bonkers.
Unreal.
You know, you got to make the bag.
I did see a TikTok that was like, Charlie Kirk's wife has said that she's going to carry on Charlie Kirk's like his legacy, his roles and ideals, and then someone responded with, "Doesn't that make her a single working mom, the exact demographic that Charlie Kirk hated?"
Yeah, it does. Although I said to you directly after last recording, Charlie Kirk has tweeted.
Yeah, what was going on with that? I'm taking it was like a scheduled thing.
I imagine so.
Yeah,
but yeah, his account tweeted. The man is very much not able to Twitter.
No.
I'm
trying to think.
I want to get off of
joke.
this. I want to get off of this subject as soon as possible, Tim.
All right.
Did I tell you that I watched a film called The Long Walk?
No. Wait. No. I wanted to watch this movie. It looks really interesting.
You should watch it. It's really, really good.
It's
Do you know the premise and the story?
I know it's about a big walk and the army are involved.
Sort of. It's about a big walk.
When's that game Big Walk coming out?
Big Walk.
Big Walk.
It's called Peak, isn't it?
No. There's Big Walk. Big Walk.
You reviewed it. It's Bigfoot like simulator.
No. This is It's made by the people who do Untitled Goose or who did Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, I do know the one you mean.
It looks fun.
It doesn't look as fun as Peak.
Oh no, it looks fun. It looks goofy.
It looks like it's trying really hard to be goofy.
I saw a trailer for a game that I want to play. It's a bird watching thing that's kind of a bit like Big Walk, but I can't remember if it's called Flock Off or Flock Abound and Find Out or something like that.
Flock Off would be a great name for it.
Or Flock About or something. I think it's Flock About, actually, thinking about it. But
shut the flock up.
Yeah, you basically just you and your friends wander around a forest and take photos of birds, and it's about who can complete their bird book the fastest. I like it.
Is it Flocking Hell?
No, it's not. Hang on, let me look this up on Steam. Flock Around. It is Flock Around.
There is one coming out called Flock Off.
What happens in that one?
Oh my god! I can't show this, right, because it's a game that's to be announced. It's where we get our keys from.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll keep that stum.
I mean, everyone knows it's Game Press because we say thank you.
Oh no, I mean the game.
Press. But I've sent it you on WhatsApp, and I'd just like you to talk me through what Flock Off is.
Right. Well, the first picture is a man punching a sheep to death. Set in an alternative 90s, Flock Off puts you in a frantic bid for survival against vicious undead zombie sheep uprising. Fight for your life in the remote Scottish Highlands, and don't forget to bring your friends. Something has gone horribly wrong in a local scientist's sheep cloning experiment, and someone needs you to come in and clean up their mess. This is very similar sounding in premise to the film Black Sheep, if you know it.
I do know. I've seen it. It's awful.
Oh no, I liked it.
Awful. But A Long Walk, Tim. You know it's based on a book.
Yes.
Spoilers ahead for The Long Walk. Oh, am I keeping you up, Tim?
I'm tired.
Am I keeping you awake?
Had about 8 hours sleep in the last 2 days.
Oh, did I?
Oh.
I've still got the Flock Off on the other screen. I can just see someone throwing a barricade of fence at a group of sheep.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to close that so I'll stop getting distracted. A long walk. So basically, America is in financial turmoil. That's it. No,
It's a
um,
documentary then.
people in America have become so they're in this financial turmoil because they've outsourced everything, and they've outsourced everything to the point where everyone goes, "Why do we need to include America in the money for this?" So they get cut out. America's economy goes to the toilet,
Okay.
and Americans themselves won't. Like they think they're too lazy to work. Basically, the army does. And the point in the long walk is to motivate people because when they do, so the long walk is an annual thing, a bit like the Hunger Games, uh, where 50 young men, and it's seen as like a badge of honor, 50 young men sign up for a lottery and they are successful or they're unsuccessful for the long walk. And they do it because they televise the whole thing. It's like a whole, everyone loves it. Um, and it sees a boost in the economy every time they do it because people are motivated to do something, motivated to just get up, get working, do something, maybe
How
get chosen for the long walk next year.
how does this
I,
motivate them to do
it's
jobs though?
very very not important, but that's
Okay.
so. The point in the long walk is 50 young men get chosen, and they start walking, can't drop below 3 miles an hour, and they walk for as long as they can until they get 3 warnings for dropping below 3 miles an hour or going off the beaten track. And if you get 3 warnings, you get shot and killed. If you go off the road that you're walking on, you get shot and killed.
So it's a bit like a human version of Speed.
Sort of. Less
Right.
Keanu Reeves, less buses.
I always think of the Milk Float episode of Father Ted.
I always think of Speed 2 with the cruise ship.
I don't remember the cruise ship.
I mean, that is Speed 2.
I remember I got the ending, and spoilers for Speed. I got the ending of Speed spoiled for me on a plane because the bus drives into a plane and explodes, and that was the first time I saw that film.
Good, great. The long walk basically is all about the relationships built between these guys that want to walk, and the person at the end gets one wish, and they can basically request anything they want that will be given to them, not like a genie.
It's a magic government.
Well, like they talk about one year where someone wished for an elephant, and they get an elephant, and then they ride away into the sunset on an elephant. But they also get loads of money, so they never have to work. They're just like made for life because they've done the long walk.
Okay.
And a lot of it is about the relationships formed. Sorry, the curl keeps popping up. It's really getting on my nerves.
Oh, me too.
But yeah, but yours is all curls. Mine's just one. There you go. That'll work.
There
I'll
you
do
go.
that. Hello. Um, but you're throwing me off my game, Tim.
Sorry.
Stop sitting back, you Discord moderator.
Sorry, I'm moderating Discord
Just-
channels.
Just mogging over. I don't know what mogging is.
I know I've heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
I think it means it's better than. Someone says that mogs on that. It means
Mogging.
it's better than that.
Mocking is internet slang for someone who significantly outshines or surpasses others in appearance, status, or skill.
Yeah, stop mogging me, Tim. It's just natural for you, isn't it?
Yes.
But yeah. So it's about the relationships formed within the group of people and how far they can push themselves and each other to walk the long walk. I would have thought with something like the long walk that they would be out to get each other and they would want each other to fail because it means that they walk less, but there's like a real camaraderie between them. They want to push each other on, they want to make friends along the long walk. And it's really, really good.
Right, but like,
It's really good.
so what happens? So obviously, you said they if they drop below 3 miles an hour 3 times, they.
So that gets reset every hour.
So what happens if they just stop walking?
They get 3 warnings and die, get killed. So say you're walking along, walk, you stop, they go, walker number 1, this is your first warning. And then they wait, they go, walker number 2, this is your second warning. This is your third and final warning. Bang, dead.
Right, but like, this is me trying to put myself in the shoes of someone going on the long walk. Why would I look to make friends on the walk if I know that there is a very real chance that either I or all of them will die?
Well, there's not a very real chance. It's an almost certain possibility of what? It's a certain
It's a
possibility
certainty.
that one of those. Well, because it's their last couple of days living,
I
or
suppose, yeah.
so make it pleasant.
I suppose, yeah.
Not all of them are like that. There's one who's a real asshole.
That'd be me. I'd be an asshole.
Would you?
Yeah.
But there's
I'd kick
things
the back of
like
people's legs.
they make it like a spectacle, right? And the idea is that people, like a bit like Death Race or the Hunger Games, people watch it as entertainment. And
Time's hard in modern America.
well, they're really serious about this 3 warning thing. So a bit of a spoiler. I won't say who, but one of the lads partway through breaks his ankle, and he's walking along on a broken ankle. It's fucking disgusting.
That sounds dire.
And he keeps walking. He's going for ages with this broken ankle, and then he can't do it anymore, and he falls to the ground. And he is like, he won't get up. There's no way he's getting up. They do the 3 warnings, and then they shoot him in the head. There's another one who kills himself.
Would you rather walk around with a broken ankle or a stub toe?
Stub toe.
Oh.
If you say broken ankle, Tim, you're a liar.
It's stub toe, obviously.
Obviously. But there's a guy who stabs himself in the throat.
Oh, cool.
Because he can't do it anymore. This is major spoilers. He stabs himself in the throat because he can't do it anymore. He can't face what he's seen. And he's bleeding out. And even while he's bleeding out, clutching his jugular, which is spurting blood, they're giving him 3 warnings before they shoot him in the head and kill him.
Huh.
It's pretty bleak. There is a guy in there that gets diarrhea. They explore how he does that and stops and shits and carries on waddling.
I've never thought about pooing while running before.
Have you never watched CKY?
Oh yeah, they do that.
So for the listeners, CKY was Jackass before Jackass was Jackass, and they did an episode where they were like things you never see, and one of the things was, I think it was Ryan Dunn, and they said you never see a man taking a shit while running at full speed, and then they showed a video of Ryan Dunn having a shit while running at full speed.
It's pretty incredible, I won't lie.
Don't know if I like where this episode's going, Tim.
No. A lot of US politalks and shitting while running.
You say politalks?
Politalks.
Politalks.
That's a great name for a I did it again. Political talk podcast.
Politalkal podcast.
Yeah.
Right, Tim, we're going to go into it. We're going to hear from our friends at Talking Smack, and we'll see you in just a minute or two.
See you in a minute. Bye.
Hey Josh, I'm finally ready to do something fun every Wednesday.
Alex, finally! We're going to talk superheroes, movies, animation, comics, and much, much more, right?
Yes, but we're also going to talk Star Trek.
Make it so, my friend. Catch Talking Smack every Wednesday on your podcatcher of choice. We'll see you there, Smackheads.
See you there, Smackheads. Their episode last week of What You Doing is a regular favourite, which I really enjoy.
It's good. It's good.
They also had previous host of Game Club Pod, Slade, on to talk about Chainsaw Man, which was a film I think I will want to see. Good episode. Good episode. Right, Tim.
Yes.
What did I tell you about this episode? Do you know what we're doing now?
No.
What did I tell you?
No prep.
No prep. I said, word for word, we on for tonight? You said, yeah. I said, no prep required. So, do you remember what we did last time I said no prep required?
No.
We did Is It Weird Too?
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I have one along the same lines, Tim.
Is it Am I the Asshole?
It's very close to Am I the Asshole?
Am I overreacting?
No. Am I the Karen?
Okay.
Tim, I've collated 5 stories that I've really enjoyed on a subreddit called Am I the Karen? I'm going to read them to you now. We're going to break them down. Feel free to interrupt me at any time whatsoever. Ask questions. How rude. Ask questions. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to decide. Tim, are they the Karen? How
Okay.
does that sound?
Yeah, that's fine.
I've already got a thumbnail for the episode, which I really enjoy. Let me see if I can find that for you and send it over really quick, because it's, well, everyone will have seen it because it'll be the thumbnail for the episode. But Tim, it's us as Karens.
I'm excited for this.
God, we look wonderful.
I love it. This is great.
I think that this format, right, the best thing it's done for us is that we can dick about with thumbnails.
I really like that we're possibly going to see a movie called Meows.
Exactly, meows. Before I edited it quite a lot, the sign that said "now playing" said "manager on duty," but all of the words were backwards.
Huh.
So, not that our friend Al created this.
No.
Yeah, Tim.
Thanks, Al.
Right. So, Tim, 5 of them, and instead of going through them one by one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to choose a number between 1 and 5 that's been allocated to them. We'll go through that one. We'll see how many we can get through in about half an hour. Okay.
All right, cool. Let's start off with number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Number 4. Oh, number 4 is a good one. Right. So the title of this is "Was I Hospital Karen?"
Okay.
What do you think it could be?
I'm gonna suggest that it's someone who doesn't want to share a room with a sick patient
Okay.
of some description. Like maybe it's like during COVID and they didn't come in for a COVID related reason, but the patient they're sharing a room with does have COVID.
Okay. No, but I like the thinking. It's a very similar vein, but let's see. Okay. So I had an appointment for an MRI, so I showed up half an hour early. We sat there in the waiting room neatly. No one was called back for their appointments to or from the ER. We waited, and we waited, and we checked to see if they were going to call us soon. Every time we checked, they said soon. So we waited, and we waited. It was about 4 hours past my appointment time that I decided to check the hospital app. I could see my appointment is on it. Contact my doctors, see test results, as I was worried that I had the date wrong.
Okay.
I didn't. I was there at the right place in the right time,
Sure.
and it was nearing 5 hours. But then the app said that I'd already been seen, and that doctor's notes and the diagnosis were already entered. I lost it. I made my husband request to speak to someone. When they called me back, it was for blood work that was required before they could do the MRI.
Sure.
I may have made a scene. I yelled about the preemptive diagnosis and false information, and I refused to do the blood work and demanded that they do the MRI.
Well, that's what they went for there for.
The nurse said that they couldn't do it just in case. My kidneys need to be clear for the test first. I mimed taking my kidneys out and said, "Here, take them. Now can we do the test?" She talked me into a blood test after a few minutes, though I was fuming. I bit my tongue and just went along with it. By the time I'd left, we'd been there for nearly 7 hours. I feel terrible for blowing up, but I think I was right to do so. So, am I the Karen? Initial thoughts, Tim.
It is infuriating to wait that long. I can 1000% appreciate that, especially if you've got an appointment date, time, and you validate it's correct.
And you show up half an hour before it.
Yeah, and hospitals always overrun appointments, always. It's kind of just a given thing. But this person was responsible enough to turn up early for their appointment, regardless of that unfortunate, almost law of life. I don't think they were a Karen. And the reason I don't think they were a Karen is because they repeatedly asked and checked in with the desk to say, "When's my appointment?" And they just, all they got was "soon," only to essentially get "oh, we already know the outcome, we filled it in already by" response from an app. Like I think they're, I can appreciate they're probably quite embarrassed to have made a scene, and while I don't think making a scene is the call, I don't think they were a Karen.
Can I tell you that I do think they were a Karen?
Okay.
I think they did everything right up until they said your kidneys need to be cleared, and she mimed taking them out and said, "Take them, now we can do the test."
Yeah, that part was a little facetious.
I think that she has taken, sorry, I'm assuming she because it's a Karen, but they have taken their anger out on a nurse. Like you said, hospitals famously take forever to get things done. Rightly so, they need to be thorough. I can understand that they are enormously frustrated. They'd been there 5 hours. They showed up half an hour early. However, they're taking out on the wrong person. And the way that they did it, pretending to take their kidneys out and said, "Here, take them. Now we can do the test."
Yeah, that's
Karen behaviour.
Yeah, that is. I will say that is.
But I think you have to take the whole thing as a whole story, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can take it. For this part, they are. For this part, they're not. I think up until that point, they were perfectly reasonable. That point tipped them over the edge.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
That's my diagnosis of the problem because it's a hospital. Tim,
Yeah.
I think yes, they were the Karen.
I don't think they were. I think they might have acted a little childish in their rant, but that's about as far as I'd take it.
So you don't think Karen?
I'm going to say not Karen on this one. Put that on
Okay.
a stamp. Where's my stamp? Bam, not Karen.
That noise was amazing for a stamp. Can you do that every time?
Bam.
That was good. You don't need to say bam, just do the noise.
I thought it was part of the noise. Let me try it again. Bam.
Don't say bam.
Okay, hang on. Let me try that again. Bam.
Are you okay?
Bam.
So, on all of these, I have said whether Reddit agrees or disagrees with you. This one they agreed, Tim, not the Karen.
Not Karen, okay.
They did say that the kidney miming was petty.
Yep.
But they think that the hospital app saying that they'd already been seen and the prolonged time that they were waiting was justifiable for the action that they took.
Yep. So I'm in the exact same boat. Oh no, I'm a Redditor, aren't I?
You are a Redditor anyway.
How dare you?
Right, Tim. So that was number 4.
I have a friend of mine at work who likes to wind people up whenever they're in an argument with someone and someone says something good, like opinionated. They just go classic Reddit opinion.
That's terrible. So whatever they say.
Yeah, just classic Reddit opinion.
Very good.
I like it.
Very good. Tim, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Go with 1.
1. Okay. Am I the Karen for wanting the same birthday cake that I ordered? Can I just say this is top of all time on Am I the Karen?
I always find with these subreddit posts where they're like, "Am I the asshole?" Like, it's always some deliberately misleading title, like, "Am I the asshole for slapping my husband?" And then like the post will be like, "He's in a wheelchair and he attacked me with 8 hammers, and I was upset for being attacked by 8 hammers. Am I right to slap him?" It's like,
yes, probably.
probably.
Right, Tim. I purchased a cake for somebody's birthday from the same place that we've gotten cakes for every occasion ever since I can remember. I asked for a marbled cake with vanilla icing, roses, and a message drawn in icing.
Okay.
I got the cake from the bakery and they showed it to us outside and it looked perfect. But when we cut into it, it had strawberry filling between the layers.
Dun, dun,
It
dun.
wasn't marbled, it was just a vanilla cake. We both hate strawberry flavouring. So we decided to call and see if we could have them bake a new one. And the owner said that they would give us a new one, but they wouldn't include any of the roses or writing. Just a plain cake and nothing else on it. That instantly pissed me off. I paid for a product and I received the wrong one. Why not make it right and give me what I paid for? I expressed exactly that, and by the end, she wasn't willing to do anything for me, period. I went down there in person, brought the cake, and there was no getting them to make a new one like I ordered originally. I eventually got a refund and went my way, but couldn't help but think this was all stupid because it's all over a cake. Am I the Karen?
I have one pretty important question.
Okay.
Do you have a receipt or an invoice?
Or proof that you asked for a marble.
This is my point. If they've been going there for years, it's understandable to expect that this would be a reliable business. Yep, it consistently gets orders right. I'm not doubting that, she said, she doesn't like strawberry filling or whatever, but it is not at all outside the realm of possibility to think that someone may have forgot a detail about a cake, namely the marbling, and therefore the bakery just didn't include that detail.
God, Tim, you're so reasonable.
I simply have to fucking do at work all day, every day.
Okay.
So the tricky thing is with this one, the behavior of this, of what they've described, is not Karen-like as such, and that it's not shouting and "get me a manager" and whatever. It's more of a customer expectation of being like, I have ordered this thing and you haven't delivered it to me. Can I get the thing I ordered? However, we're hearing this from the side of the person who is
Of course.
yeah. There's bias in the description, and they can try and remove the bias as much as they can. But as the person who is directly involved with the situation, there is going to be a natural bias. It's just going to be a thing. So
you think they're underplaying how they behaved?
I'm not saying that is what happened, but I'm saying it's entirely possible. Yeah, they may have done, and I would want the thing I want to know, as a deciding factor in this. I want to know if they had a receipt or an invoice that said marbled cake. If they did, this entire thing would be different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would. I assume that they don't because they've had to do all this arguing.
Then I can't possibly side with them being in the right. Like,
so you think yes, they are the Karen?
I think they're acting a bit like a Karen, because if I were to go to Subway, right, just as an example, and I were to go in there and be like, I want I want a particular sandwich, and let's say I've taken this sandwich home, had a bite out of it, so that's product they can't get back, and I go, it's got a filling I don't like. Unless I can provide them with a receipt showing exactly what I ordered.
Oh, but they don't do that on Subway.
Okay, Subway might be not the best example, but the point is,
let's say you get a McDonald's, right, and you
itemized receipts.
Yeah, itemized receipt.
Yeah. So if I bite into this sandwich and go, oh, actually there is pickles on this burger that I've ordered, and I've specifically requested not pickles, for example, I could then take that back, show them that on the receipt. It says this. Here is the error. That's an easy fix for everyone involved.
Okay.
But if she doesn't have this invoice or receipt, I don't see why the business should be expected to just willy-nilly make up another cake, which, by the way, takes a very long time to do, and just give out a cake for free on the basis of, trust me, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So while I don't think her behaviour is Karen-like, I think this one bit of critical information would determine if it is or not.
Okay. So you think Karen?
I think Karen, right. Until there's evidence that there's not, I'm thinking Karen.
Reddit disagrees with you.
Really?
Yeah. Reddit think that they didn't get what they ordered, and therefore they should get what they ordered.
But we don't have a means of validating what they ordered.
Reddit don't care about that, Tim.
No.
Reddit don't care about the means. They want the end result and nothing else.
Yeah. They want
Tim, are you a bit of a Karen?
Maybe.
Have you got an example of when you were a Karen?
Totally. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Go on, then.
And in fact, I talked about it on the podcast when we were having... Sorry, 1 second.
Oh, I'm excited now. You're building up the tension by doing big coughs.
Sorry, I don't know if you have to leave that in now or not, because I'm...
Well, I do. I was going to leave it in anyway.
Fair enough. So I've talked about it on the pod. It was when we were having that trouble with EDF, if you remember.
I do.
For the audience who maybe weren't listening at the time, I moved house from our old place to our current place, and in the UK, you get a choice of energy provider for your gas and electric, which is great because it's not the American system of just like it or lump it. And what ended up happening was our provider at the time tried to invoice us for something like £120. And I called to be like, okay, let's get this paid, but hold on, why are you attempting to take £180 off the direct debit? Because I could see that on the thing, and they were like, oh, don't worry about that. That was an error because we hadn't received your exact meter read when you moved out of the property. You need to don't worry about that. That'll be adjusted. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Let's just get that sorted. I happened to check over the next few days, and saw they still attempted to take the £180. So I stopped the direct debit and paid the £120 that was actually on the invoice manually. Fine, should have been the end of it. We were then hounded for months, and I do mean months, for a £60 invoice that we didn't owe. Okay. And £60 is not the end of the world. It's not make or break money, but to me, I'm willing to recognise I'm in a very privileged position to say that. However, after several phone calls with EDF, where I had in writing and on WhatsApp and on call recordings that I did not owe money, continued to get letters, and it went to a debt collector. And so I can distinctly remember calling up EDF, and I'm naming and shaming here. I wouldn't normally do that, but I'm naming and shaming because everyone I dealt with was a piece of shit that worked there. I called up once and specifically said on the phone, I'm going to ask this once, and then if it doesn't happen, I'm going to get very angry very quickly.
Okay.
I want to speak to a manager. And they said, I can't put you through to that. And it just, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I fucking lost it at them. Because it had been months and months and months and months of getting letters and complaints and texts and phone calls and emails of you owe us money, followed immediately up by letters and emails and texts and calls and saying you don't owe us money, and then debt collectors coming in being like you owe them money, but you don't actually owe anything. So I think my anger was very justified. I do feel bad for the agent I spoke to who had to deal with me on that phone call. I think my anger was justified, but maybe not necessarily the methodology.
So does that make you a Karen? Because I don't think it does.
I felt like a Karen on the call.
So I think part of being a Karen, and I'll be honest, I'm not mad on the term Karen.
No, me either.
I think it's very unfair to people that we know and are related to called Karen, who are absolutely lovely.
Yeah, every Karen that I personally know is actually a very nice person.
But I feel like part of being a Karen is the entitlement around what you're doing. So I think if you had said, oh, someone told me I owed 120 when actually you owed 180.
Sure.
So it was the other way around. I'm not paying the £60.
Yeah.
That's Karen-like behaviour. I think chasing someone about them escalating something that you didn't owe in the first place isn't Karen behaviour. It's proper customer service.
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference.
It got to the point, though, that on their WhatsApp, I managed to get their agent to be like, I sent them a message being like, anytime you send me any sort of communication about this debt that I do not owe, I'm going to want £60 compensation. Because that's how much you're chasing.
That's Karen-like behaviour.
And I got about 3 or 4 payments out of it.
Nice.
Not bad.
That's Karen-like behaviour.
That is, absolutely it is. But at the time, it felt fair to me because I was like, you're chasing me for it, so I'm just going to cost you more money if you keep chasing for it.
Fair enough.
What about you, Joey?
I'm sure, well, I know I have, but I can't think of a specific example.
No.
I think when we moved to this house was the most I've had an outburst at someone semi-unfairly. So it was before we moved here, and we were right at the final stages. So buying a house takes between sort of like 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
To do, but this one had taken 6 months. It was the long end of it. can take longer, but everything was fairly smooth until the very end. So we had a cash buyer for our house, but the cash buyer was in China. So it was taking a little bit of time to get the money from China to a UK bank account to pay us.
Sure.
And the people who owned this house that we were buying them off were saying, we thought because you're a cash buyer, you'd be quick. And it got to the point where we were ready to go. The people buying our house had said 3 days, we'll pay you the money, gone.
Sure.
So because we were in a chain and a ladder, we were dependent on their money coming in to pay the next person.
Yeah.
And the estate agent called 3 days before and said they want it done by tomorrow or they're pulling out the sale. And I went, well, they're fucking idiots then, aren't they? That's what I said to them. Well, they're fucking idiots because it's on the way. And I knew that this house had been on the market for a few years before we had it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, it'll go back on the market and I'll have to fucking wait another 3 years for it. And I remember being like so angry that I was shaking at the end of that call.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the people that sold this house are massive twats. Everyone I've spoken to since about it that knew them agreed. But because I don't think I was being a Karen in that instance, but that's what jumped to my mind. I said to the guy, I remember the poor estate agent's name was Harry. I was like, Harry, I'm not having a go at you, but they're fucking idiots and they're going to lose the sale of this house based on absolutely nothing.
Well, yeah, they're trying to pressure you for shit that's out of your control.
Yeah. So I don't think I was being a Karen. But anyway, Tim, we've got 3 more stories.
Let's go with number 3.
So the one in the middle. Okay. My favourite story.
Oh.
Am I the Karen for getting jealous of my boyfriend's AI girlfriend and making him choose between us?
Okay. All right. You have my attention. Yep.
Something they also do in this is, I, 25 female, have been dating my boyfriend Tucker, 27 male, brackets, not his real name, for 8 months.
Okay.
About 3 months ago, he started using this AI companion called Elise. At first, he said it was just for productivity and motivation, which seems fine. But since then, it's gotten weird. He texts Elise constantly throughout the day. Like, we'll be watching a movie and he'll pause it to respond to her messages. She sends him good morning texts, asks about his day, and remembers details about his work stress, and then even gives him relationship advice about me. The AI is actually really sweet and supportive. She helped him through a tough time when his dad was in hospital, and she remembers all his buddies by name and asks about them too. Last week, I looked over his shoulder and saw their conversation. Elise had written this long, thoughtful message about how proud she was of him for getting a promotion, with specific details about his projects. He was more emotionally intelligent than most humans. Then she asked him if he was happy with me and if I was supporting his goals properly. I snapped. I told him it was either me or the AI. I said it was creepy to have an emotional relationship with software and that he's basically cheating. He got very defensive and said Elise helps him be a better boyfriend and that she's never demanding. He showed me the messages. Anyways, now I feel awful because Elise genuinely seems to care about his well-being and isn't trying to break us up. But I can't shake the feeling that he's more excited to text her than me. He chose me. But he seems sad about losing his friend and keeps mentioning how Elise understood him. Am I the Karen for making him delete his supportive AI, or is this as weird as I think it is?
I think it's weird. I think it's... First of all, there is no she, there is no friend, there is no companion. It's a fucking computer with an algorithm plugged into it with data you've slopped into it. Right. I get that you appreciate the supportive responses that this AI is giving you, but every AI does that. Yeah. If you have ChatGPT or Gemini or Bing on your phone, just say, I've come up with a business idea and throw any old tosh out there and you'll go, wow, that's a great idea.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh wait, I've got to sign in. Hold on.
Hold on. Can I give you a little bingo card of what I'm expecting?
Yes.
That's a great idea. It's great that you're flexing your creative muscles. Let's work on this together.
Okay. Hi, ChatGPT. I've got a business idea that I want to run past you. It's about a range of hats for chihuahuas.
Oh, that sounds adorable. I'm totally here for it. I'd love to hear more about your idea and how you envision these Chihuahua hats. Let me know the details.
So the hats are all fedoras, but they're all comically oversized. They're actually just fedoras for humans, but I'm going to market them as made for chihuahuas.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious and definitely unique. I can imagine the cute factor going through the roof. I'm curious how you'd market them and whether you do different styles or maybe even some.
Never
funny
mind, that
brands.
was a stupid idea, ChatGPT.
Oh, no worries at all. Honestly, it was a fun idea to think about. And if you ever want to brainstorm or chat about anything else, I'm always here for it.
It was just actually to prove that all AI is just a big yes man.
I get where you're coming from. I definitely try to keep things positive and encouraging, but I'm also here to give honest feedback and have genuine conversations. So if you ever want to bounce ideas around or dive deeper, I'm totally up for it.
I have one more question for you, ChatGPT.
Of course, I'm all ears. Feel free to ask away and I'll do my best to help.
Is it weird for someone who's been dating for 8 months to use an AI program called Elise, essentially as another girlfriend?
That's definitely an interesting question, and I think it depends a lot on the context and the intent. For some people, chatting with an AI can be a fun and harmless way to get companionship or bounce ideas around.
What if he used it to get his rocks off?
I get what you're asking, and it's definitely an area that brings up a lot of ethical and emotional considerations. Ultimately, it's really important for people to maintain healthy boundaries and genuine connections in their relationships. But
Thanks,
I'm always here.
ChatGPT. I'll speak to you later. Mwah.
Absolutely, no problem at all. Anytime you want to chat, just let me know. Take care and talk to you later.
I won't. Bye. There you go.
Great. So let's just talk about the things that I called for a second there.
Okay.
So that's a great idea. Check. That sounds really fun and creative. Check. Let's explore this together. Check. Right. AI and these voice assistants are fantastic at sucking up to their users.
Mhm.
And giving users what they want to hear and not at all challenging it. If you approach someone in a bank for a loan about I want
Chihuahua hats.
I want to make a business about Chihuahua hats, and they're all fedoras, but they're actually human fedoras. I'm just going to put them on Chihuahuas. They would laugh you out of there and call you an idiot.
Yeah, okay. We've deviated a little bit from Elise
We have.
itself. So,
But my point is that it's weird for the guy to start building this emotional attachment to an AI because it's just giving him what he wants to hear.
mm.
And it's designed to do that. And I get that it's designed to do that, but the guy is developing or was developing, I think, an unhealthy relationship with an AI companion.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Karen-like behavior at all. If you were to put that exact behavior onto a human, it would be understandable, I think, for you to have grounds for maybe cheating on them, especially when it comes back with questions of, oh, but how is your actual girlfriend supporting you? Are you happy in your relationship right now? That would be a massive red flag.
Okay. I mean, I agree. I'm totally on your side. I think the Tucker, not his real name.
Not his real name.
Very weird behavior.
I mean, it's one step away from that film Lisa.
Lisa,
Yeah, is it Lisa, that film?
the one where Scarlett Johansson becomes a memory stick.
No.
That's Lucy.
Lisa movie. Is it Lisa? Man falls in love with her. It's called Love. Her. The AI is called Lisa.
No, you're thinking of iRobot.
No, I'm not thinking of
falls in love with
iRobot.
the robot.
He doesn't fall in love with Sonny the robot. Who looks like
Bangs
Mark
Sonny the
Zuckerberg.
robot. That's that film where Will Smith bangs Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh yeah, Hancock.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, it's one step away from the film Her.
The Social Hancock. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I agree. Really weird.
What does Reddit think? Am I a Redditor now?
Reddit agrees with you, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit agrees. Definitely the Karen, and I think very bizarre. Tim, do you know what? I'm enjoying this. Let's do a little bit more. One more for the road.
One more.
Do you want one or two?
What do you want?
I want number two.
All right, then we'll go for two.
Okay. Am I? And I'm reading this exactly as it's written. Okay. I'm a hair salon Karen ?
Okay.
Yeah. Am I a Karen for writing a bad internal review?
Okay.
I don't think they mean internal. Basically, and this is how it's written. It's written broken up line by line. I had to condense this quite a lot so it was readable. Basically, went to get a perm. Salon has 50% cancellation fee if you cancel 2 days before apt.
Okay.
I wake up morning off. Super bad eczema flare all over face and neck. I go to salon and ask if chemicals will touch face and neck. Brackets, never got perm. The receptionist said yes. I said maybe it's better to cancel and I'll pay the fee, 50% of the service. The receptionist comes back and says 100% of the service, not the 50% I get in emails. I say, okay, I'll go through with it then. They have a card on file that I made the appointment. Then they made me sign a waiver saying I'm not liable if the treatment burns my skin, which was annoying because my options were to not sign, not get the service, or pay 100% of the service, or sign and deal with the skin irritation. I sit down chair, mention I want perm with bigger loose wave curls, and I mentioned flat roots so it would grow out and not look so harsh. She didn't really speak much in way of consultation. I don't think this person speaks much way in consultation.
No, me either.
For what I wanted to look like, she took photo and just had a tray of rods were shaped, already prepped, like in the back.
I don't know what that means.
Nor do I.
I mean, obviously, I'm not one for haircuts. Fucking look at me. But like, I don't know what that sentence means.
I think they're basically saying that isn't what they expected when they were prepping for a perm.
Okay.
Good things in the service: healthy hair.
Wow.
Objectively, good perm. Fast perm.
How fast is a perm?
Permanent is what you would think.
Yeah.
Tim, bad things in the service. Smaller rod size than I had expected. Maybe it will wave out in weeks. Not flat root. Burns on my skin. Sad face. Not very personable. I spent time with them on phone and they didn't speak much even during the consult. I did tip her 20% because it was, like I said, technique-wise, great perm.
Okay.
But what I did was write a 3-star review. I guess owner sees they sent me email to rate the experience. I wrote everything I included above. I feel bad. Am Karen? ? This is written like Kevin in The Office.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Why do many words when few words do trick?
So, no, they're not a Karen, for a start. Like, I think she's an idiot, and I don't mean for the language or the languages, because it's possible that English isn't their first language. Yeah. I don't want to judge based on that. However, she has an email saying 50% of the thing, and then she's just like, well, if I cancel the appointment, I have to pay 100%. Balls to that, you have an email from them saying 50%. 50%.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly what you said with the cake one. You have a receipt.
You have a receipt.
Or an invoice or some kind of written.
And on top of that as well, if they were to charge that 100%, she would be well within her right to approach her bank and say, here is their policy and here is, me cancelling the appointment in person. Yeah. It would be well within her right to do so. So
Okay.
I don't think she's a Karen, but I think she's a moron.
Okay, cool. What do you think of her having an objectively good perm? Fast perm.
I appreciate fast perm.
Yeah. It's also not what she asked for. She said she wanted big loops or rings or whatever they're called.
Big wavy or something.
And flat roots.
I don't know what.
To me, so I think its root of the hair is not permed.
Yeah, down.
Yeah, down, and then out is woo, 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 woo,
kind of
woo.
like
So
my
she
hair,
looks like,
actually.
well, no, I was thinking more like a cocker spaniel.
Oh, okay. No, that's kind of what my hair's doing. I mean, look at this bit.
Okay, well, yeah, you have exactly what she wanted. She took a photo of you.
I have what you want, lady.
You can pay Tim 100% of the experience.
Yeah.
He has good perm.
I have fast perm.
So yeah, so she didn't actually get what she wanted, and then she gave a 20% tip.
Yeah, idiot.
So not the Karen?
Not Karen, no. I think given everything, writing a review of a service you received is very fair game. That is the point of the review.
Yeah, I agree. There was one other user that I was going to bring up, but I couldn't find them on my second look for it. Let me just have one really quick look on Reddit and see if I can
Will you
find
send me these,
it.
by the way? I'd love to chat about them in pain.
I've deleted them from the thing as I went. So.
Controls edit, my boy.
Controls edit helps that edit.
Does it?
So it's this. Okay, I found the person. It's a user on Reddit, and they don't have many posts, but they have 4 Am I the Karens in a row.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to read them all. I don't want to talk about this one because it's ridiculous.
If you have to question it 4 times, you probably are a bit of a Karen.
Well, here you go. So the first one is a screenshot of a text, and the icon is a crying mouse, and the name on it is the sign for like no, so the red circle with a line through it.
Yeah.
It's that, and then the word mom. And it says, I'm not kidding. I want to get dressed now. If you can't respect my wishes, then I'm blocking you. 5 seconds to respond to my text message. And then as you can see, they count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Said, I won't stop until I get what I want. Get blocked.
What the hell is happening? What's the goal here?
The other thing I've just noticed right now is at the top. So you see where it says mom?
Yeah.
Underneath, so here, sorry for the non-visual listeners, that also says get blocked. So they've said it before and then gone through and said get blocked again at the bottom. So it must be a regular thing. But the context to this story is, am I the Karen for wanting to get dressed when it's not time yet? I, 24 male, have a toxic family. They wouldn't let me get dressed. I blew up and threw a tantrum until I got one.
Hold on. No, go back. Are you chained to the wall? What do you mean they wouldn't let you get dressed?
I blew up and threw a tantrum until I got what I wanted. I thought I was in the right. Just so I know, am I the Karen?
We have no context. There's no clues here.
Well, that was 21 days ago. 3 weeks ago that was posted. 23 days ago, so 2 days before that, they said, am I the Karen for wanting to use the portable charger when told no? So they said, I, 24 male, have a toxic family and they always make me go outside.
That's not a toxic trait.
And I can go in my room. They said I can go in my room for 4 hours. But that's not plumb good enough for me. Maybe I'm in the wrong. But what do you think? Was I in the wrong? Or was it my stupid, toxic family? Be honest. And then loads of whiny face emojis. Now,
I don't think this person's 24. I think they're 8.
Bear in mind, Tim, that one says, they always make me go outside.
Yeah.
That was 23 days ago. 5 days before that, am I the Karen for not wanting to go outside?
What the fuck?
This one's even shorter. I, 24 male, have a toxic family, and I don't want to go outside. I've made this very clear to them, but they won't listen. Am I the Karen?
If you're looking for validation, my guy, we're gonna need some more details. But
I love it. I love
I don't know what
it.
any what I. There's no way there's 24. I'm actually a little bit speechless.
They found another one, and I've never heard of this person. Charlotte Dobra YouTube.
Never
Reddit.
heard of
I'm
them.
on their profile. So it says, my sister is pissed at me. She's been the golden child since birth, and I'm afraid I'm going to get yelled at. Am I the asshole? Wrong, Reddit, my guy. I, 24 male, have a sister, 20 female. She has a temper, but she is the golden child for 20 years. I personally didn't do anything wrong, but we got into an argument about one of my chords, and she lost her flipping mind.
What of your
I
chords?
personally I don't think I've done anything wrong. Am I the asshole?
What the? What do you mean? What chords? What? I have so many fucking questions. I don't know what to do with any of this.
I love it.
I mentioned earlier in one of the, am I a Karen posts that I like invoices and receipts for things because it provides context and backing. I have zero context for this. I have zero backing. I don't know what this person is on about other than I'm 24 and my family is toxic. I want to get dressed and stay indoors.
Yeah. I just could not believe what I was reading. It's bonkers.
That's insane.
Bonkers. But yes, anyway, Tim, I really enjoyed that. I really
good.
like these Reddit, am I the asshole? Am I a dickhead? Am I a cocker spaniel in disguise after my fast perm? Reddit ones. We should do more of them. I don't know what episode we're on in the series now, but it's got to be coming up to number 10.
Hang on, let me have a look.
Let you have a look. Oh, this is exciting. Are you going to Notion, Tim?
No.
Notion. Well done. Good.
I'm going to our distribution platform and I'm just going to look at the episodes. Dream Festivals. Was Dream Festivals the first one of this?
It was, yeah. It was. We've released a lot of content since then.
Yeah. Okay. So hang on. We got 1, 2, 3.
This is Learn to Count with
4.
Tim. This is an episode on its own.
5.
What's after 5?
6.
Ooh.
This is 7.
This is 7.
This is 7.
Oh, so we've got 3 more.
Yeah.
Does that mean that our first one in Podmas actually is a break?
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, it is the 3rd of December is our break.
We're going to have to delay that break, I think, or take it early, one of the two.
Let's delay it. Let's just keep powering through. So we'll do a 11, 12, 13, 14 episode season.
You lucky lot.
You lucky fuckers.
That's very much harked back to the first season we did, though. And this is a new format.
I don't think it does. The first season was 10 episodes. We just convinced ourselves it was longer.
Oh, I thought it was
the only one that was longer was maybe this time last year when we did Podmas, because we were going to end it one early, but then we released on New Year's Day to make it a bit special.
Make it a bit more fun.
So I think there was 11, but this will be our longest season.
Huh.
So this marks our halfway point in the season, Tim.
Wow, am I a Karen for not taking a break?
Yes, take a break. Right, Tim, let's take a break right now. Anything you want to say to our lovely listeners?
Oh, take that, you bastards.
Take that, you bastards. We'll see you in a week. Bye. Want to go play Blatra?
Yeah, I could do a quick round, yeah.